Good morning, good morning. It's Flower Friday. I am Michelle from Monkey's Creations, so come on in. Let's have some fun. And make a patriotic flower wreath. See if I can find you. Maybe, baby. Maybe. Where you'll be? I guess it helps if I go to the page. There y'all are. Good morning, everybody. It is Flower Friday. And we're going to make a few different flowers on the ring board. So we are going to do a red, white, and blue flower. And then fill in with some leaves. What I did do, now y'all, this is the ring board. So I took my wood burner and I put a hole here and here. So right in between any two sets of holes, just go one up and one down. And I did that 3 times. Okay. Another idea is you can get the plastic grid canvas and attach your flowers onto the grid and then attach it and zip tie it to your frame. Whichever way is easy for you. I just like to do it this way. So just a wood burner, put you 2 extra holes right on each side, and it's perfect. All right. But right now it's Friday, so everybody get off the couch, get out of the bed, get off the chair, put your coffee down. You ready? It's Friday, it's Friday, it's Friday. Now we can get to work. Are y'all ready? Come on down. Oh, y'all all cockeyed this morning. Oh, well, you just have to look at me like this. No, my thing's all crooked, but it'd be all right. You can still tell what I'm doing. So what I did is, right here is the top of my board. So we are doing a red flower, a white flower, and a blue flower. And then right in the middle, we're going to put these gorgeous silver rhinestone sennas. And we're going to have leaves to cover the board. So it's actually really simple. It probably sounds a little confusing, but I promise you it's not. All right. So let's make some petals. We're going to do the 2 red. I saved 2 petals. A lot of y'all might not have seen this fold, but I'm going to break it down and make it easy for you. All right. So this is the fold we're making. Okay. So we have a 10 by 10. These are 4-inch sennas. So we're putting a 4-inch senna in the middle of all those flowers. So 10 by 10, curl side up, diamond shape. Now I'm going to bring the bottom and the top down. And I don't measure y'all, but let me measure this for y'all. So you have about a 4.5 inch. 4.5 inch from here to here. Okay. I'm going to take my right hand. I'm going to hold this side down. We're going to bring left to right. If you're left-handed, bring right to left. No, I do not carry the 4-inch sennas. No, ma'am. But you can get the bling rope and the sennas from Unique in the Creek, y'all. We're going to bring left to right, and we're going to line up this tip with this tip. Just fold it, y'all. That easy. Okay. I'm going to pinch. See where these two meet? I'm going to pinch right there in the middle. I'm going to bring my edges together. I'm going to grab a zip tie. You did miss the dance. And we're just going to zip tie that. Okay. Now the zip tie serves two purposes. Number one, it secures that end. Number two, when we go, if you have the bigger gaps, and when we put this in there and we put this zip tie right under this one, there's no way it can be pulled out because this zip tie is preventing it from going anywhere. All right. So we're just going to cut that off. We're going to flip it over. So now we're working from the back of the petal. Okay, so see how that goes all the way through? We're going to take our fingers and grab both sides. We're going to take another zip tie, run it right through, just like that, and we're going to walk it up, y'all. Walk it all the way to the top. I just kind of zip it just a little bit. It makes it a little bit easier to work with. And then zip it tight. So that's our petal. Okay, and then we can just cut that down just a little bit because we don't need all that extra in there. And that's how it will go on the board. Okay, so I'm going to do it again. If y'all want me to zoom in, I will zoom in. So 10 by 10, curl side up, bring the bottom up, the top down, about 4.5 inches, we decided. Yep, 4.5 inches. I'm going to hold this side down with my right hand. We're going to bring left to right. Just fold it over. Just like you're folding a piece of paper. Line these two tips up. You like my party purple nails? Okay, these two meet right here. We're going to pinch. Bring our edges together. Grab a zip tie. Zip tie it in place. Just like that. Flip it over, working from the back of the petal, opening those two up. See, I can go right through, play peekaboo, grab another zip tie, run it up through that middle, zip tie it, walk it up. Now if you want if you want this tip to be bigger, then don't walk it up all the way. See how you can make it bigger? The more you walk it up, the smaller that tip is going to be. Just like that. Clip it off and trim off your ends. All right, so we have a few more petals. I know that one may be kind of new for y'all. So I did save a few more than I normally do to do live with y'all. All right, so let's get our board. We've got the top of the board. So this one's going to be red, white, and blue. But first, I'm going to add some filler leaves. Okay, so I've got some green. Now, I would burn all of my poly, y'all. No matter what I do with it. Poly burlap is just one of those meshes that you just need to wood burn it, okay? And then it'll be your friend. So, I'm going to add, I'm thinking a leaf going this way, one going this way, and then one going outer in. I don't know. We'll figure it out when I get there. And then once we get all of our flowers on, we can then add the filler leaves. So wherever we think we might need a leaf, then we can fill it. Okay? But y'all, go check out, I just remember, go check out the t-shirts at Unique in the Creek, and everybody go buy a Make It Like Michelle t-shirt. Okay? Make It Like Michelle t-shirt. Go get you one. All right, so a leaf, 10 by 10. Shouldn't the blue be on the top? I'm just going red, white, and blue. Doesn't matter. We're not making a flag. Okay, so 10 by 10. Curl side down. And we're going to scrunch from corner to corner. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm a counter. We make sure both of those tips go face down. Let's go ahead. Oh, that zip tie is not going to work. Let's go. Let's just go from. Let's go from here to the outside. No, I want to go here to here, right there. You never checked out. There you go. Go add you a t-shirt. Okay, so our leaf is going to go right there. So I'm going to take it and I'm going to bring left over right. Okay, just kind of like that. That's what it'll do when I get it on there. And we're just going to zip tie that in. Hello, hello. Okay, now once we get all of our other flowers and stuff on there, I'm hoping these will kind of sit in place. If not, it looks fine just like that. Let's go here to here. Now this one I'm going, and we're going to use the outside of the board. Okay, so we're going to do that same 10 by 10. Curve side down, running out of room. Okay, curve side down, scrunch, corner to corner. It is green. This is lime green, poly burlap. So I did look, when I was planning this project, Unique in the Creek had the red, white, and blue in the poly burlap, but they do not now. But they do have the striped red, white, and blue. So the wide, horizontal white stripe, they have in stock. So it would be just like this, and they even have the green. But you can mix and match your meshes. So if you have a wide stripe leaf, you can use a poly burlap flower. So don't be afraid to mix and match your meshes. They don't all have to be poly burlap. You can have a stripe with a poly, okay? Let's do one more here. So these are just the filler leaves. So we don't have to work so hard after. Okay, we're going to do one here to the outside. I don't know why I keep picking that up. So we'll do one more and then we will start doing our flowers. Okay. Just like that. Maybe. Yes, it adds texture, it adds dimension. I like it. Okay. What you can always do as well is if it's not laying where you want, you can add a little dab of glue or whatever you need to do. So, totally up to you. Hold on, did I miss a question? Exactly. Use up what you already have. Yep, use your leftover mesh, y'all. All right, so here is the top of my board. We're going to go the red. So let's go ahead, and if you missed the very beginning, I just used my wood burner and put 2 holes in between the sets of holes at the top and the bottom. Just use your wood burner, y'all. Okay, so we're just going to start putting these in. Now remember what I said, we're using that zip tie right under. Actually, it should have gone over. Ha ha ha. Did y'all catch that? Y'all didn't catch that, did you? Or I didn't give you time to catch it. All right, let's try that again. So we're going right over that zip tie. Okay. So if it's falling and somebody actually catches it by the mesh, they can't get it past because it's almost double zip tied in. Okay, does that make sense? You did not, Judy. Okay, and all of these are gonna touch once I get them all on there. You exactly. Trust the process, y'all, most of the time. And I'm trying to be careful of the leaves. Normally, I would leave the leaves for last, but it's easier to show you adding them first. Because eventually, if we added them last, we're going to have to work up under all these flowers, and then it's going to be harder for y'all to see. So that's why I went ahead and did it first, so that y'all could see how I was going to do that. Good morning, good morning. Okay, now in this big one, I'm doing 2 petals. So at this point, it may be easier to leave that zip tie open. But we got them in there. There we go. And don't worry, when we're done, you won't see the board. I mean, you could do, I mean, of course, the typical red, white, and blue. You could do cranberry beige for your more rustic. Navy blue goes with the regular red, white, and blue or rustic. I love them all. So for me, it really just doesn't. But cranberry, a lot of people use the cranberry. All right, we're going to add these whites, and then I will show you the petals again for the white. Now, if you want to add more, you could definitely add more. Burgundy creams, yeah. I didn't think of those. One over here. Did you show a close-up of the ties on the? I did, and how I use my wood burner to put the holes in the board. Now, if you don't have a wood burner, just get you some plastic grids, and that will work the same way. All right, so let me show you the white. Hopefully that won't move. Okay, so 10 by 10. Curl side up, diamond shape. We're going to bring top and bottom down to about a 4-inch. When you make these enough, you're pretty much on every time. See? We're going to take that right hand, hold that side down, bring left to right. Okay, see where these two meet? We're going to pinch right there, bring our edges in. Grab you a zip tie. Zip it in. Oh, that went flying. Turn the petal over, working from the back. You can see my hands go right through that. We're going to grab that back piece, bring it up, take another zip tie, run it right through that middle, and walk it up. I walk mine all the way up. You don't have to. And there's our petal. Just clip this off and trim that down. Okay, one more. 10 by 10, curl side up, bottom up, top down, 4.5 inch. Left to right, pinch, bring your edges in, and zip tie it. How many have done this petal before? Give me a thumbs up if you've done this petal. Oh, quite a few of you. Give me a heart if you've never seen this petal before until today. A heart if you've never seen this petal. Because if you get a heart, you've never seen it, that means we can't be friends because you haven't been watching me. Just kidding. All right, we'll clip that end. I'm just kidding, y'all. All right, so let's put the last two white on. Now this is a bigger space. That's why I'm putting the 2 petals in there. Now, like I said, leave this zip tie open and it'll make your life a lot easier, okay? And if you don't want to see the spaces in between the flowers, it helps hold. You're going to need, you don't necessarily need to, but I find when I'm making this petal that the way I show this, it's just easier to secure. You can use your regular rubber bands, your hair ties if you want. Totally up to you. I just find it easier to use a zip tie. But if you are using, like say you're trying to make a butterfly and you want to use this space, that additional zip tie will allow anybody to pull it and it won't come out. So it's just extra security because it's not going to get past that other zip tie right there. Does that make sense? So I can pull on this and it's not going anywhere because that extra zip tie is holding it. And you don't necessarily need it on these, but when you're doing those bigger sections, you may need it. Okay, good. But look how cute that's going to be, y'all. Yes. All right, we're going to do the blue. To use for making a butterfly. Absolutely. Have I made a butterfly with this one? I did a lot with this petal last year. But I do not think I did a butterfly. I did quite a few designs. I even did a rainbow with this petal. We did a rainbow. We did a half daisy. We did an umbrella. What else did we do with this one? Oh, let's move that. The turkey, yes, we did a turkey. Y'all probably know better than I do. All right, let's do our 2 blue. Normally, I don't do this many petals with y'all, but I figured a lot of you may not have ever seen this petal or hadn't seen it in a long time and needed a refresher. Okay, 10 by 10, bottom up, top down, left to right, pinch, pinch, pinch. Now, if you want to rubber band that end, you most definitely can. Okay, right up through. Start walking it up the back. If you want the top to be bigger, then keep your zip tie down lower. All the way up if you want that smaller top. Okay, last one. Bottom up, top down, left to right, fold, pinch, pinch, pinch. Y'all gonna be saying that in your head all day. You're welcome. Restock as well, 3 4/4. Oh, awesome. So y'all can go get your poly and your balls. Okay, and then just cut that down. Our last two. Let's see if I can get them. Oh, that one went easier than the last one. Good morning, good morning. And you noticed it was backwards? Oh my gosh. That's funny. Okay, and I kind of like that they overlap a little bit. I'm good with that. All right, so that's what we have so far. So we can, let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and add the sennas just so I know exactly where we need to add more leaves. Okay. So this is a 4-inch senna. You can get the bling rope and the balls from Lori from Unique in the Creek. So I'm just going to pick any 2 sets of holes. Okay, just like that. And then I'm not going to do anything with those. When I'm done and I'm completely happy, I will cut those down and put those ends right back in the holes. But until I'm completely done and happy, I'm not going to do anything with those. It's a 4-inch ball. And it is the rhinestone, silver rhinestone rope. And I did look, and Lori does have that available on her website. Oh, there you go. She has the 3 and the 4-inch. Starting all over again, Stacy. You poor thing. Okay, so that's what we have. You're new to this page? Well, welcome, Shelly. I am Michelle. I'm actually from Monkey's Creations, but I am here live with y'all every other Friday at 10 o'clock every Friday, doing some kind of flower. So make sure you follow along so that you get all the notifications. All right, so I am going to use some half leaves. So I've taken a 10 by 10. So now we're going to fill in those where you can see the board. Okay. because we don't want to see the board. So we're going to take and cut some of these in half. So this is a 10 by 10. I'm just lining it up. Just pick any line. And we're going to cut it right up the middle. And we're going to start using a Dean Michael. So half a petal. But let's first figure out where we want to put them. See? So I'm lining those up. You can grab a clip. This just gives it more, so you don't see through the mesh. And it's easier to fill in spots that you need to fill in. Okay? So pinch. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3. Grab your band. Open it up. So there's our Dean Michael leaf. Let's do a couple of those so we don't have to stop and add them every time. Okay, so just line it up. Doing a lot of different petals on this wreath. Clip that tip, that way it doesn't go anywhere. Okay, we're lining up our lines. This end down here does not matter, you're not going to see it. Pinch the middle. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3. And we can just band this. Unclip and open it up. Now you can also add different greens if you want. If you want to use 2 different meshes, 2 different greens, you could do that as well. Okay, one right over the other. Clip. Almost 200. Can we get to 200? Y'all float my boat. Get me to 200. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. And open it up. Hello, hello. All right, so let's, I'm gonna play here. See how we can just add flowers here and there, or I'm sorry, leaves, to just kind of cover, give us more coverage of the board, and just add more, what do you call it, or the vein down the middle. That, yep, you could do that as well. I've actually used my straightener, my hair straightener, to give me that vein down the middle. That's a lot of work, y'all. I'm not into too much work. So we can add the different flowers or leaves everywhere we think we need one. So now it's just a matter of filling in. So I'm going to work up underneath. Just be careful of the petals you already have on there. If you don't like it covering, Bring it on top. Kind of like that too. So we're going to put one right beside it. We could have done two in that same one. But this is a part you can just have fun and play and figure out where you want everything. Your UITC order comes today. Yay! Did you get my t-shirt? Did you get a Make It Like Michelle t-shirt? And they move, so we can kind of angle them out, or angle them however you want. You can bring this one up and around. See how we did that, and it just kind of covered up that board and still allows you to see the flower underneath. Oh, you ordered before they came out? To lift this one up a little bit. I should have thought of that. Instead of working so hard underneath. Yep, that'll cover that up, so we're good. You went to Hobby Lobby, no boards yet? They're coming. They're coming. All right, let's make some more. Or already sold out, that could be as well. I'll kind of do these a little quickly. You think Nadine bought them all? She'll never tell. She will never tell. But that's good. If they already sold out, then that means the store knows to order more and stock more at a time, right? Unclip. When is the dragon board coming out? What dragon board? What dragon board? All right, coming right up under here. I'm trying to do this where y'all can see me. Okay, so just because the zip tie is setting this way doesn't mean you have to keep your mesh that way. You can kind of tilt it and kind of angle it. It'll stay there. Now, if you want to, you know, put a few more leaves on before you even add your flower, you can do that as well. I don't think I like that like that. I think I'm going to bring it back down. But see how I'm able to angle those leaves any way I want to angle them? It's getting covered, y'all. Isn't this fun, though? Are y'all having fun? Are you having fun? Where'd everybody go? Y'all so quiet. It's Friday, y'all. Most of y'all are off all weekend. Yeah, I think all stores do that. Just like the Walmarts. Most Walmarts are all laid out exactly the same. Oh, I already took it off. I took it off. All right, let's make these last three. And then we should be good to go. You can make these relatively quickly. My thing's coming in time. Hello, hello. Oh, I got it too tight that time. So I think I did 12 pieces of green. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 petals on each flower. Those were all cut at 10 inches. All the mesh was cut at 10 inches, actually. Go right underneath, open that up. But if you wanted to add and you don't like the spaces in between, you can add more petals. I like the spaces, but what are the tabs on the butterfly body? Use those tabs to attach it to the butterfly board. Just run a zip tie or a pipe cleaner right up through them and attach it to your board. Over by the mesh, yeah, that's where you'll find all the boards, is by the mesh. All right, let's get these last three on there. I'm thinking this one is gonna go right here. So right up underneath. So somebody do the math. We did 12, 7, 7, and 7. I think that's still less than one roll of mesh, y'all. So if you get a red, white, and blue and a green, you should be able to do, what, 3? At least 3 wreaths. Yeah, they do have really cute. They were actually really cute. I was surprised. Let's do one more. Y'all, why did I put on these sennas? So 33, 25. So on this one, I'm going to go here to the outside. Let's make this one go this way. Tuck it right under there. We have one more piece. Let me hold it up and see where I want to add that. I think that's add it right there. Hi, hi. And then once I hang this up, I'll be able to tell if I may need one more piece. But let's get our sennas back on, since y'all didn't tell me not to put them on yet. And let's see what it looks like. With your son excitement. I know. from beginning to end. Yay! That one on top if we want, or leave it on top. So I think I am going to need a couple more pieces because I can still see the board kind of here and here. Can y'all see that? So you just need to add until you can't see the board, but it's still less than a roll of mesh to do this whole thing. I wonder, now I'm not gonna, because for the leaves I definitely want to wood burn the poly burlap. So let me get that. Or you can definitely add more of the base leaves if you wanted, and then you wouldn't have to add so many fillers. But I may, what do y'all think? What do you think about something like this darker green? Adding a few of the darker green? Now I'm just going to play. Or should we keep it all one color? Now, obviously, I wouldn't use this piece, but y'all can see what a two-color would kind of look like. You made one of these 2 weeks ago? Yay! Yeah, I don't think I like that. I think I'll keep all with the same color. It might make it look like you ran out of lime green. Yeah. Not that I would think they ran out of lime green, but I don't like it. I don't like it. So there you go. And like I said, you can always add, if you don't like the openness of the petals, add more petals, y'all. But I kind of like it. What do y'all think? Different for sure. You can still see the peephole if you have a peephole. And I think we need a leaf right here. So there's just not an empty space. And right above here. So there you go, less than a roll of mesh. Unique in the Creek has the red, white, and blue in this stripe, horizontal white stripe. And they have the green. She has the bling rope. I looked this morning. So you can get everything from there. is sparse with the green. What was that? The red is sparse. Yeah, it needs a green leaf behind it for sure. For sure, for sure. All right, y'all. That's all I've got. VIP, I am up with y'all tomorrow. So if you're in the VIP group, I will see you probably 10-ish tomorrow morning. Everybody else, I will see you same place, same time in 2 weeks. All right. Have an amazing weekend, y'all. Bye.